If you're like me, you've no doubt marveled at those pristine grass fields that athletes play on. At the Hancock Turfgrass Research Center here at Michigan State, instructors and students alike have been tackling the issues of turf management for years. When World Cup soccer came to Michigan, the organization turned to the experts at MSU for help. So how do you get an Olympic quality grass field grown in a short period of time? Oh, and did I mention it has to be mobile and indoors too. The concept was new, growing grass in modular systems that could then be moved indoors and installed on the event floor. An innovation at the time, it has now been reused at several sites around the globe.
A good example is both of these Olympics that we're working on here in Athens, Greece, and also the Beijing Olympics. Is the opening ceremonies is really driving the need for modular turf. They want to have an opening ceremonies that's aquatic in nature or has a big hole in the stadium. And there's no way natural turf could survive that type of traffic and that type of situation. But if you've got a modular field that's outside waiting, that can be moved in as soon as the opening ceremonies are over, in 48 hours you can have a world-class playing surface.
But what the team has learned from these experiences can now be transferred to other uses, including the local high school.
What's been interesting for us is the ability to transfer the knowledge from the big projects to the small projects. So while we were doing million-dollar projects like the Silver Dome and Spartan Stadium in Athens, Greece, what we were learning from those projects actually are benefiting now the high schools in Michigan and even the high schools in all of the Midwest.
Dr. Rogers and his graduate students are working on ways to perfect their root zone application process. The special root zone is a mixture of sand and clay that is distributed across a playing field to strengthen existing growth. Combined with proper drainage, such a process can increase the seasonal availability of the field and withstand additional wear.
Anything that had been built with this root zone held up dramatically well. And so the idea had to become, how can we get this root zone on as many high school fields as cheaply as possible?
Dr. Rogers credits a lot of the past work and future success of the center to the caliber of the students in the program.
I guess if you had to ask where our alums are, I think we're in every state in the United States. We're in about 20 countries around the world, running golf courses, running stadiums.
One such alum is Heather Nabosny, currently with the Detroit Tigers. She is the first woman to serve as head groundskeeper in Major League Baseball. It was her education at MSU that led her to this Major League ballpark.
My education is the basis for everything that I do here. Michigan State helped me get my first professional baseball job, which was down in Florida in Dunedin. That definitely was my goal, to be a Major League groundskeeper. It's you don't think it's ever going to happen because there's only 30 jobs in the United States, and to be holding one of the jobs is, I'm lucky. Faculty are wonderful. They are still helping me today. I had a problem a couple weeks ago with, I had to call the entomology department, and Dr. Smitley helped me out a lot. One of his research assistants actually came out and worked with me for a day.
MSU's turfgrass visionaries and pioneers, combining science and hard work.
We've always kind of go into it with the idea that, well, you might not understand there's a lot of science to it now, but you will by the time we're finished. But it's still kind of funny because at the end of the day, it is just grass.
Just grass? If only my lawn could look that good. For more information on the Turfgrass Research Center, log on to the main MSU website and search for turfgrass.